Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Mixed Media Frenzy, where we all take the same sketch or layout and use it as inspiration and create our own. And this is the layout we're using today. And I believe it's from a French um, blog site because there's French words on there. At least I think they're French. I'm not sure. I'm going to scrap those three pictures there, and there's the sketch again. I'm showing it on the iPad just so I can look at it one more time before I set it over to the side. I think I looked at it once more before I quit, and I still forgot to put the little word phrases that I had planned to put on there. But I don't really think I got a place for them now anyway. Now, the original layout had, well, I think it's either, and they're going to sound totally different, the two things. It's either a stencil that is a circuit board, you know, how they have those little lines and stuff everywhere, or it's a maze, one or the other. But it's cute. And I thought, well, I want something small to use on mine. And I do have some larger honeycombs. This one is a crafter's workshop, I think it's what it's called. And it has little tiny honeycomb. And so I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and use it and have something smaller in the background. And I'm using yellow, pink, and blue, which y'all know is pretty much my favorite colors to use on the mixed media. And I'm using the Stress ink in the yellow squeezed lemonade. My mind was blank for a split second there. And the other one's peacock feathers. And then the pink one is Pretty in Pink by Stampin' Up. And I heard a story. uh, I think it was, it's either Vicky Bouton. Yeah, I think it was Vicky Bouton said that the worn lipstick of Tim Holtz, the reason he named it that, because his grandma would kiss him with her worn lipstick after wearing it all day. It'd be kind of worn and it'd still leave a kiss mark on his cheek, but that it was worn lipstick. And I thought, isn't that cute? I have naming something because of something like that. Anyway, I'm totally off track here. Sorry. I started to do my splatters. I did a little bit. And then I thought, oh, I never did do the right-hand corner. There is something in the right-hand corner there. And it has a circle. And I'm going to try to use a circle. I'm going to lay it there a second. But I'm not going to use a circle. But I went ahead and put... I don't think it has any of the stencil there in the layout, the inspiration one, but I put my stencil down there just because I like to do it. And noticing I was doing my mixed media like a heart, and I figured nobody will ever notice that but me unless I point it out. So I had to point it out because I am going to use hearts instead of circles for the three things to go across there. And this is a scrap of American Crafts paper, so it is textured because I like to use the texture when I use the inks instead of it just going on smooth, unless I'm using a stamp with words. Now, I'd rather have smooth in. But if I'm just going to be doing some kind of mixed media, no. And I did the three colors so that I could take those little flowers, and that's Spellbinder's wreath and flowers. And I cut out the flowers on each one of the colors. And I'm going to have some extra. See, there are not too many of them at all. And I'm still going to have extra. I'm going to show restraint. Yeah. At least for once. I took my heart die, and I'm kind of thinking this is Stampin' Up, an old Stampin' Up one called Squiggles or something like that. And it has several shapes in it. But I divided them all up and put this with the hearts. That's why I'm kind of guessing here. And I thought, that's big enough to use as a frame. And I kind of hated cutting the pictures down, but then I thought, well, they have a picture in one of theirs. And these three pictures were right there in my stack. And I thought, Well, I think I'll use them. One of each girl by themselves and one of them together. And those are my granddaughters, and we were at the park. And, well, it started out me just taking their picture. Then it ended up them posing for the picture. Pictures, not picture. Pictures, because were quite a few of them. And, yeah, they ended up posing and going along with it and making me happy, because I had a new camera and I had to try it out. And yeah, so I took several of them. And let's see, I am making little clusters here. And I'm going to go, since they're going to end up in the same place that I'm putting them, I'm going to stop the camera and just glue it all down. But it will take me a minute to get it on there. And while I'm doing it, I am going to curl the leaves and the petals on the flowers. But I will be doing that little cluster in the bottom right and doing the same thing with the curling. So I just went ahead and left the camera off while I did all that, which, made the layout video time a little bit shorter. Well, quite a bit. It took a little bit of time to curl them and glue it all down. That grass is from my Fisker's grass border punch. And it was left over from another layout. And I thought, well, it's the same green that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And then I've got the together. And I'm going to add, well, there's that round thing. I was telling you about the round thing. There's that round thing. And I couldn't see how I was going to use it and still add some flowers down in that bottom right-hand corner. So I'm going to cut it apart, and I'm going to add it to each one of the picture frames. I am calling them picture frames. And had a little bit left down there. It kind of got all spread out. I think I had a little tiny bit with no hearts on it that I'm going to go ahead and not put on the layout, but everything else is going on there. Cut the heart frames, the word together, and that heart wreath, the little tiny one that I'm cutting all apart, out in wood grain, so it would look more rustic. Because every time I look at that heart, I think of grapevine. I used to make a lot of florals and wreaths and stuff, and I'd make them out of grapevine a whole lot. And it reminds me of that every time I see it, and that little heart one too reminds me of a grapevine wreath. So that's why I went ahead and used the wood for it. And just so y'all know, I had a tag. It has a label up there in the top. Most of it's hanging off. It just shows a little bit. And I thought, well, I'll get a label. Well, while I was looking for the label, I found a craft colored that was really similar to the color of the grapevine. It was one of those tags, I believe it might have been Studio Calico. It might have been. Anyway, it had the word cut out of it. And it says the best, just what it said. And I was going to put that on top and forgot all about it till just now. But yeah, it does have a label up there at the top because I can see it. Oh, and I was showing those dies for the Freckle Fawn. And it's called Letterbox. And I'm just going to use the letters. I'm not going to use the tiles. And I hadn't planned to have so much fun together, but then it didn't look right. I didn't care for it. So I decided that I would go ahead and just have so fun together instead, because it fit better. The so much, the word much just wasn't going to fit. And I bet you all were sitting there saying, what are you going to do with those naked flowers? Yeah, I've heard that's what they're called if they don't have no centers. But I always just figured they were incomplete myself. But it is cute, naked flowers. So I did take Nouveau Drops and put some yellow in the center. So that's it. That's my layout. If you look down there below, you'll see links to all the other gals that are doing the Mixed Media Frenzy. And I think everybody's going to be here this week. So, yeah. Make sure you check them out and see what they do, because some of them are really good at mixed media. And if you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. But see how I curled the leaves and everything to give it a little more texture on the page. And I did put foam tape underneath the flowers so they would stand up just a little bit. And I think one of the leaves, because, oh yeah, the center one, see how some of that greenery is hanging off? I did put an extra piece of foam tape under the greenery. But that's it. That's my layout. I hope you all have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.